Okay, so we have a track composed of 2 straightaway sections and 2 semicircular arcs. So I gave you a picture. On a regular track, a standard track, the distance around the outside lane is 400 meters. So it says if each straight section of track is 98 meters, then find x, the diameter of the semicircular arcs. Okay, so we know, if you think about this, that this is 98, and so is this. And if you look at it, this, and if I were to take this piece of paper and fold it like this, those 2 semicircular arcs would make a circle, right? So we need around the circle. What formula gives you around a circle? Circumference, which is either pi d or 2 pi r. And in this case, we happen to be looking for diameter, so we'll use pi d. So we know that we do 98 plus 98 plus, and we'll just add the whole circle, pi d, and it should equal 400 meters. I guess I could put x because they were calling the diameter x, but let's just, for the sake of knowing what we're talking about, we'll just use pi d. Okay, so then all I have to do is solve this, and it should give me, so I got 196 plus pi d is 400 meters. Okay, so right now I've got pi d equals 204, because I subtracted 196 from both sides. Now I'm going to divide by pi. Now, if I leave it like this, 204 divided by pi, that's an exact answer. Now, that doesn't really help us in terms of us knowing how far it really is, because we don't know what that is. So let's go ahead and get the decimal approximation by just plugging that in your calculator. What did I get? I'll see what I get.
64.935
meters. Okay, so the world record for running 4 laps around such a track is around 3 minutes and 43 seconds. What would the runner's average speed be in meters per second? So that's easy enough. 4 laps. So 4 laps. We got to do it in meters per second. So 4 laps would be how many meters? 1,600 meters. And we've got 3 minutes and 43 seconds. We need it all in seconds. And right now I've got it in minutes and seconds. So I need it to be all in seconds. So 3 minutes, 43 seconds is going to be 223 seconds. So now if I want my average speed, all I have to do is put meters over seconds, right? Because it's meters per second. So I'm going to do 1,600 meters over 223 seconds. And that gives me approximately a speed of, what would you get, 7.175 meters per second. All of this stuff should be, especially if you've taken physics, this stuff should be very familiar. Because you do stuff like this in physics all the time. Everybody good? Okay, so at this rate, if we're going 7.175 meters per second, how long would it take us to complete just 1 lap? So what do I need to do in this case? How much is 1 lap? Okay, so 400 meters. How long is it going to take me to complete 400 meters?
7.175.
So we multiply by 7.175. And how long does it take?
2,870.
Wait. Oh, then did we multiply?
Got it.
What?
400. Once you divide it.
Yes, because I need meters to cancel. So, I'm gonna do that.
Which would be 55.7.
That's it. Yeah, so we do 400, which this is where I know, Mr. Lori's, if you guys have had physics with Mr. Lori's, he's a big, big fan of always using your labels. And this is a good reason, because I know that I need to end up, it says how long. So I need to end up in seconds only. And if I have 400 meters, and I divide it by 7.175 meters per second, meters cancels and leaves just seconds. So it kind of helps you figure out what exactly you need to do in the process. And you get 55 point what? 7
749.
seconds. Okay, well, the world record for running 1 lap around a track is actually just over 43 seconds. That is really fast. What would this runner's average speed be in meters per second? So this time we have 400 meters, and we need to end up in
Meters per second.
meters per second. So we're going to divide by 43 seconds. So that gives us meters over seconds, meters per second, and you get
9.302.
meters per second. Alright, so now this is what this is really all about, and what it's leading us into. If 1 meter is 1.094 yards, and 1 mile is 5,280 feet, how fast would this runner be moving in miles per hour? So this is what we call dimensional analysis. We need to take our units and move from one unit to the next. And depending on the ones you know, you can get there faster or slower. It just depends. And it doesn't matter. We can take as many steps as we need to take. So what we know currently at this moment is we can go back to this and do 400 meters over 43 seconds. Now what I know is I have to cancel meters and get it to miles, and I have to cancel seconds and get it to hours. It doesn't matter which one you deal with first. So just because it's the one I know really easily, let's go from seconds to hours. So I know I need to cancel seconds, and right off the top of my head, I don't know how many seconds are in an hour, but I do know how many, I don't know how many, yes I do. No I don't. I know how many seconds are in a minute though, so I can cancel that. So I can say there are 60 seconds. Now, why did I have to put it on top? So the seconds cancel. I know there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So now I write that, and what happens is my seconds cancels, and right now, currently, I am in meters per minute. Well, I don't need to be in meters per minute. I need to be in meters per hour. So I need to cancel minutes and put it in terms of hours. Well, luckily, I know how many minutes are in an hour. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Which means minutes cancels, and I am currently now in meters per hour. Okay, so now my time unit is correct. Now I need to cancel meters. Well, luckily, they gave me right here 1 meter is 1.094 yards. So that's a conversion I can use. I need meters to cancel, so meters is going to go on bottom. So 1 meter is 1.094 yards. That still does not put me in miles. I've canceled meters. I'm now currently in yards per hour. I don't know how many yards are in a mile, but I know how many feet are in a yard. So I can do 1 yard is 3 feet. That would cancel yards and put me in feet per hour. I need to go to miles per hour. And then they gave me this one, but they won't always give it to you. This is one you should know. There are 5,280 feet in a mile. So I need to cancel feet. So I'm going to put 5,280 280 feet, and put 1 mile on top. Now feet cancels, and you can check and find your units. You are now in miles per hour. Now, we're going to enter this into our calculator and let our calculator do all the work for us. So what we do need to do is group everything together. The top all has to go together, divided by the bottom. So, hold on, let me pull my calculator up so you can see it. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a fraction bar in there, because that's essentially what I have. I have a big giant fraction bar. And then across the top, I'm going to put exactly what I have. 400 times 60 times 60 times 1.094 times 3. I have to put the 1. And all of that's going to be over 43 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 5,280. And I get 20.816 is your answer. And we made sure our units were correct already. That's miles per hour. I guess I should write in pH, because that looks like meters. Everybody okay? Have y'all done dimensional analysis in physics? Yeah, so you should be good at this. Okay, so with that, and the reason we're doing this, we have not left trig. Don't think that we've left trig for one moment. We have not. But we're going to start converting between degrees and radians and degrees. And so we have to make sure we know how to do our dimensional analysis. Okay, so we'll go through one more together because they put it at the top of the page like for us to go together. They did a sample at the top where they went miles per hour to feet per second. And you can see what they did. They chose to deal with their distance first, so they canceled miles with miles, and they went from miles to feet, and then they chose to deal with canceling hours, and went from hours to minutes and minutes to seconds, and this one ended up as 58 2/3 feet per second. So we're going to do number 1. We've got a car that went 44 feet through an intersection in only 0.5 seconds. How fast was the car going in miles per hour? So I'm going to give you a second. You work it out. You can start however you want. Okay, this time I'm starting with distance. I'm going to cancel feet and go to miles. So I got 1 mile is 5,280 feet. And now I need to cancel seconds. So, and where am I going? I'm going to miles, per hour. So I can do 60 seconds is 1 minute. And 60 minutes is 1 hour. I'm going to check my units, make sure the right things cancel. So feet cancels with feet. Seconds and seconds, minutes and minutes, and that leaves me miles per hour, which means I'm in the right place. So now I'm going to do, plug it in my calculator, plug it all in at one time. That way it doesn't make any mistakes. Big fraction bar. 44 times 60 times 60. Miles per hour. Everybody good? Awesome. Okay, so go. They gave you some conversions, so I think they've given you everything you need. If there's one that you stumble across that you don't happen to know, that you should probably know, ask and I'll tell you now. Right now I'll tell you, but later on. Like the 5,280 feet per mile. If you didn't know that one, you need to learn it.